Hi, my name's Demara, and this is a video that I've wanted to do for a while because in 1991, going through to maybe 1992, bit of 1993, I was asked to channel two books, and the first one was published almost immediately in when both books were finished. And then my publisher said to me, the first book was called Advent Calendar for the Salvation of the Planet Earth, and was all about the Earth changes that have started to really accelerate now with the climate change, which is all to do with the end of a really, really long cycle, and nothing really to do with us, although we are not good guardians of our earth because we pollute too much and we use the land in the wrong way. But the second book was called One and All, and later I gave it the title of the Book of Secrets. But at the time, my publisher was very pleased about publishing the first book. The second book was more about us and how we needed to change. And he said, listen, I think this one's too futuristic. This remember, was channeled in probably that one was channeled in 1992. He said, I can't publish this. And so eventually in 2012, I published it myself. And there is an amazing piece in this book about us and they use the analogy of a magic carpet. And now that many, many more people are awakened, I would really like to read this part. And today I was just moving a pile of books around and picked up my only copy that I have here of this book called The Book of Secrets. And I opened it, and it actually opened the page before the magic carpet analogy. So I decided that it was right to read this to you. So this is starting one page before. During the ascension process, there will be many who become the one heart. It is then that the energies will become as one. When the planet herself arises up out of the Maya, then the energies will complement each other. As the process of ascension rises within the realms of your planet, you will be given that final choice: activate from the heart or become expendable. Each and every one of you will be given that final choice. By this time, you will need to have become more in tune in order to see the choice that is being offered. If you do not see the choice, then you will be giving up your heritage. We will again offer you the choice, but this will not be for a very long time and many more lifetimes meandering around the edges of reality. I'm trying to give this an atmospheric look by not putting the light on, and this may not be a good idea, but here we go. I have a tiny torch at my end looking at the book. For us to give you explicit instructions how and when this process will begin will be very difficult, but we are attempting to whet your appetites. When we give you the explicit instructions, it will be too late for you to begin to awaken. We awaken you first, and then we will guide you. Just a reminder here, this book was channeled in 1991, and now we're reading it when there are many more awakened people. Instructions are words that enable you to fulfill any of the details when you have become aware of the plan. This manuscript is part of the plan. We do not see it as the instructions. Each and every one of you will begin to receive the instructions as you complete the final stages of your awakening process. It is very personal. When you are given an instruction during the process of your working life, it will not always be the same as the person that you work alongside. It is the same with this process. There are many different instructions, but only one divine plan. We cannot give you an instruction sheet, but we are giving you detail of the divine plan. For some, it will be an immense task to begin to see their own plan or blueprint unraveling. For others, it will be like unrolling a carpet, which has an easily recognizable pattern woven there. The difference in whether you see your plan unraveling easily or whether you see it as a difficult puzzle is to do with how much you trust and allow us to have control. If you are still attempting to control the pattern yourself, then you will become confused. It would be as if you are designing one design on the top of another. When we give you the design, it will be easily understood and perfectly aligned. If you attempt to change this or begin to weave another pattern, then it will appear confusing. When you unroll your carpet, do this easily and without expectation, and then you will be very pleased. If you unroll a carpet which has a beautiful checkered design in yellow and blue, and you were expecting it to be designed with pink flowers, then you will be disappointed. Sorry, my torch is running out of battery. I'm going to have to take one of these candles. We cannot give you what you desire in your heads. We can only give you what has already been designed in the makeup of your souls. Each and every one of your carpets is beautiful. Do not try to change them. If we had all of the carpets designed the same, then we could not carry out the enormity of this plan. For some, their carpets are very pretty. Others have carpets which are purely serviceable. Do not attempt to ask someone to share their carpet with you. You will all need to be flying on your own magic carpets when the time is right. Imagine that you are going to begin an amazing adventure where you are allowed to fly on a magic carpet. This carpet has your initials woven into the design. And when you begin to see that everyone else has a carpet too, you will be pleased to be a part of the most wonderful magic carpet display. Each carpet will carry out its own journey. Each carpet will carry its own occupant. You can wave to each other, but you cannot be carried on another's carpet. There will be some designs which are similar, but never exactly the same. You will see groupings of carpets which hold similar patterns, which will fly closer together. Many of these groupings will be seen, but there will always be space in between. Do not try to attach your carpet to someone else's. When the time is right, these groupings will emerge into one big beautiful carpet which will carry all the colours of the rainbow. Sorry, I'm just adjusting how I hold this candle now. Practicalities. There have been many different avenues explored which are connected to the vision of the ascended earth. But in order to understand any of these visions, one must have cleared one's own pathway. We speak of this so that you do not now quell your own development by immersing yourself in these visions. If you were to become so caught up in the vision, then you may forget to allow the vision to become your own reality. If you do not continually allow you this vision, if we do not continually allow you this vision, then you have no goals to aim for. But there are many within your quarter of the universe who dream their lives away. What we speak of here is the ability to visualize, but then not make real. We do not expect you to become enlightened overnight, but there must be real progress made now towards enabling yourselves to become part of this reality. Just turning the page here and holding a candle full of melted wax. The vision is needed in order for the reality to become possible. But the vision is not the reality. It is only a very faint cast of what is indeed possible. This is really important, and I'm having real difficulty here. I think I'm going to put the light on. Okay, we need the light in more ways than one. Do not become merely dreamers, because people who dream their dreams awake. Sorry, I'm going to have to read that again. Do not become merely dreamers. Become people who dream their dream awake. This is a phase which can activate many people. In the past, you have only considered dreaming as a fanciful pastime. This pastime is well spent, if indeed it is past time, which ultimately can mean in front of and in between the dimensions in which you exist now. To daydream is immensely important when it is in a reality domain. This reality domain is one in which anything is possible. Because of restrictions within the minds of men, reality was contrived as a limitation. It is not. To be truly real is to have no limitation or indeed boundaries. Within your dreams, you can be limitless. To become a dreamer may indicate that you are not prepared to make any of these things real, but indeed live your whole life within a fairy tale image. We do not wish you to become one of these so-called dreamers, but we would wish that you begin to dream your dream awake. In order to do this, action is required. Going beyond your own barriers is required. Uttering the words of your dream is required. If you speak your dreams, then you're beginning to manifest within the planes of causality. To begin to make these dreams manifest, you will require the art of manifestation. In order to manifest, there must be the power of cause and effect. When you dream, you are calling into effect the necessary ingredients for manifestation to take place. But in order for this to be a sustainable power, then you will be required to go into action. We cannot supply all of the ingredients and then make the cake as well. It will be up to you to see the ingredients, and sometimes they may be slightly disguised. If you were to be given the wheat grain unground and still on the stalk of the plant, you may not recognize it as the flour that is required. When we give you the ingredients, sometimes they will be in the raw state. If you are working on a high level of awareness, then you will see that the grain of wheat can be ground. If you are working on a dreamy level of unconsciousness, then you will throw the grain out. Each grain of wheat has the power to sustain a nation. If the grain is sown in the ground, you will then harvest many more grains. These too can be sown and harvested. When we give you a grain, do not throw it out and be distraught that you do not get what you wanted, for we will always give you what you truly need. We do not require you to be these dreamers. We require you to begin to dream your dream awake. Begin to tell others of this. It is a magical phase. The phase contains within it the essence of creation, for through the dreams of the universal energy flow was born a nation, of planetary cosmic connections. We speak in our own metaphors, for we are prone to using this way of expressing ourselves. When a nation is born, it is through an expression of a powerful creative force. It can only be a nation when it has an independence and a creative consciousness. In order for us to begin to give you the essence of the Ascension plan, we will need your compliance. When we speak of compliance, we speak of your ability to throw away your shackles and come with us on a journey into what would be deemed your earthly wonderland. It is a journey through the energies of time, through the energies of space, and into the magical Disney world of creation. We speak of a Disney world which would not favour well with your promoters, but one that is for all of the children of the universe. This one does not have paying rides. It has freedom. It contains all of the rides that you will ever wish to become a part of. You will not only find rides, but you will find other worlds and other species of God's creation. These species have their own existence betwixt and between your world. You cannot pay at a turnstile and see these characters, but you can join their world and be a part of God's creation. I'm going to leave it there, but I find it fascinating because in the back of my mind I was thinking, oh my goodness, I must redo this video because the using candlelight didn't really work, and then I had to turn the light on, and then I dropped the magnifying glass I was using because of lack of light. But do you know something? I'm going to keep it as it is, because this is such a powerful video on the power of light and how much we need, and how much we need to go towards a good source of light. Because I learned this again whilst giving you this video. I hope you enjoy the words that were given in this amazing book called The Book of Secrets. I'll show you the cover now. But this is available. If you look in the description of this video or on any of my videos, you will see that it's available to download onto a Kindle or download onto any other processor that you have for a matter of like $2. And it's got such incredible, powerful wisdom in it. I did not write this. I channeled this. I received it in 1991 when many of us had no idea what our future was going to be. So the link is there for it. And you can also get it in this paperback form, which is quite nice to have and then just open randomly to give you inspiration. But that is all in the description box. Thank you for listening to my reading part of this to you. And if you like the level at which my videos are giving you of our journey ahead, then please subscribe, because that helps us to get the algorithm working with us so that this video goes out to many, many more people who will also be able to receive this wisdom. And please give us a thumbs up if you feel that's appropriate. Thank you for listening, and thank you for allowing me into your space today.